I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you.
Let's go. Welcome back to another video. It's already 2021. I hope we all have a better year this year because 2020 was a tough one for everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make the most out of your teleprompter when used with a phone or a tablet. So there are times when I feel lucky I was born in this age, except for the current situation we're facing. I mean, there's so many tools at our disposal nowadays that in the past weren't even thought as possible. Who would have thought years ago that in the future you can use a phone or a tablet as a teleprompter, right? Before you could only use teleprompters that were designed for the purpose because there wasn't any other alternative. But nowadays, the phones that we carry with us every day and a lot of the times we take for granted can do so many things. And one of them is being a teleprompter. If you're like me and you have a short memory or simply you cannot open up in front of the camera as you would when you speak to a real person, then a teleprompter may be a lifesaver. So let's go through my tips on how to make the most of it because I've used them and they work so well. So for this demonstration, I'm using a Glidegear TMP100 teleprompter. You can find this on Amazon or eBay. They're quite affordable compared to professional ones, but any teleprompter that was designed to work with a phone or a tablet will do, even homemade ones. So tip number one, this is based on the experience I gained using these teleprompters. So that is to make it look natural. So what do I mean by that? If you look at a teleprompter and your eyes are wandering around too much, it can be distracting and look unnatural. So my tip is, and this is important, is try to keep your teleprompter at eye level. I don't recommend that you have your camera higher or lower than your eyes because that will make it even more obvious that you're not looking straight into the lens, than it already is. So I found that if you shoot in a tight space like a room where you cannot have the camera far away from yourself or the subject, using a phone is more suitable for the job because it keeps the text closer together and you don't stray your eyes too far off from the lens. You may be tempted to use a tablet because the text is larger and more readable, but that's not the case. On the phone it's just as readable, and since it's already close, the text can be resized and you have control over the scroll speed. The tablet is better when you shoot with the camera farther away from yourself or the subject. And speaking of this, someone's feedback from my previous video was that I wasn't looking at the camera. And I was actually aware of that. I shot the video on a Sony XT400 and had the screen flipped up. On that camera it's so tempting to look at myself on the screen because it feels like I'm talking to someone. So let's go to tip number two, which is the app, and the app that I'm using is called the Elegant Teleprompter. It's free for Android phones and tablets, but it comes with adverts. Nevertheless, it has all the features like mirror view, which you cannot use a phone or a tablet as a teleprompter without, and many others like text resize, script loop, remote control support, and many more. There are some for iOS as well, but they require purchasing before you can unlock the needed features like mirror view. So tip number three requires having a few things. First one is having one of these adapters, which if I remember right, I got it with my Samsung Galaxy S9. Otherwise you can find them online. It's called USB Type-C male to USB Type-A female. This will allow you to connect any regular keyboard, either Bluetooth or wired, and together with a phone stand will make typing your text a breeze. It will also be helpful because you can control your app while you're filming. So you can pause, stop, start again, scroll back, change the script, whatever. It can be used either with a mouse, or you can use a dedicated remote control, which you can also find online. I don't have one of those. You can actually connect almost any remote control. I have here with me a PowerPoint remote control, which is not ideal because it only has 4 buttons, and that will limit you to only 4 commands. But it goes to show that it works with almost anything. So all you need to do is plug the dongle into the adapter, and this adapter, and put this into your phone, and that will connect your phone to it, and you can assign functions inside the app, so you can control it using this remote control. It's a bit clicky and noisy. That's why I recommend having a dedicated remote control. And like I said, it only has 4 buttons, and it's not very versatile, therefore not ideal, but you can use it nevertheless. No, you can also use a mouse. Well, you can scroll up, down, pause, change, do whatever you want. So yeah, okay, so this is what it looks like when you use with a phone, and the text is resized. It is perfectly visible, and the offset is minimal compared to a tablet. Anyway, that's my opinion, and that's why I prefer using when I have the camera close to me. But at the end of the day, it's up to each and every one of you guys to decide. So let's go to tip number 4, which applies to those people who don't have an external monitor like me. And it's not 100% necessary, but it makes things so much easier, especially if you're a one-man band. So this tip requires having a HDMI cable with a regular HDMI at one end and a micro HDMI at the other end, or regular HDMI paired with one of these adapters, which is a micro HDMI male to a HDMI female. And if you have a TV or a monitor like the one I have behind that accepts HDMI input, you can plug them in and have a preview before you start filming. It also helps if you have the teleprompter set up on the head, because you can adjust the angle of your teleprompter and the camera. Okay, so last tip, which is an additional tip, is to have the glass on your teleprompter perfectly clean. That will ensure you get the best image quality, and your image quality won't be compromised in any way. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it and you learned something new. If you're into this kind of stuff and you want to watch more videos, subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe.